Timo Werner apparently looking for...
Timo.
And Timo, your mate Timo, old Tim, T, old TW, is looking for a way out at Chelsea, obviously, after a disappointing season. Chelsea making no secret in the fact that they won a striker in at Stamford Bridge. Are you surprised it's gone so wrong for him? Because you were a big advocate for him when he made the move.
Yeah, and I still think if he stays this season, I think he can put it right. Or at the same time, I was watching him last season, and you could see that it wasn't working for him. He was trying hard. He was working ever so hard. He couldn't do the things he was doing back in the Bundesliga over the years. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Thomas Tuchel made that move and tried to get as much money in for him as you can. The problem for Chelsea is they've got to make sure they buy, a ready-made centre forward, whether it's Haaland, whether it's Lukaku, whether it's Lewandowski, whoever it might be. Because if they sell Timo Werner, there's not a chance they can get anywhere near the league without him. Even though his numbers weren't amazing, he was still contributing in terms of goals and assists. But they've got to make sure if they get whatever it might be, 60, 70, 80 million for him, go and buy that elite centre forward. Because if they do, and they bring one of them boys in I've just mentioned, they've got every chance of competing.
No one's paying that for Werner.
I was just thinking, nobody's paying 60, 70, 80 million for Werner. When it cost Chelsea, 50 last year? And he's been disappointing.
Yeah.
If you get your money back, if Chelsea get their money back,
they don't get their money back.
Snap whoever's hand it is off.
Yeah.
But right now, you understand Werner wants to leave. He's not settled well. He's not played well. You understand Chelsea want to get rid of him for exactly the same reasons. The question just becomes a matter of money, and nobody's going to. I can't see him commanding more than 40.
If you're Chelsea, you basically say, look, here's Timo Werner, here's 125 million, Borussia Dortmund, take this, and we'll have Erling Haaland.
I'm driving him there.
Yeah. That would come.
You know what I mean? And if Timo Werner does want to leave Chelsea, then quite frankly, he's not been up for the task. Because everybody can come in and have a difficult period.
Yeah.
But if you want to jump ship and I don't know if he does or whether this is Chelsea's doing or whatever, or his management, but from the player's perspective, if you come in and you have a bit of a wobble for 12 months and then you want out, you don't have the stomach for it, right? Go back to Germany and go in your comfort zone. But from Chelsea's perspective, I think there's a lack of trust there now after that 12-month period. And, we've been saying it for a few days, a week, whatever it is. If they want to really go, full boost for this title, they need that front man.
Yes.
They need it. And it's not Tammy Abraham, and it's not Giroud who's gone now, and it's not Kai Havertz, and it's not Timo Werner. Havertz can do different things. It is an out-and-out guy who's going to get you that quota of goals, and that's going to take, I don't know, a couple of players and 150 million maybe, or whatever it is, but I think Chelsea have to do it.
If they do it, Dom, we're looking at the odds now. City are favourites, Chelsea then 5-1, along with Liverpool. How close does that put them to Pep Guardiola's side?
Chelsea, I think very close, as long as I said before, as Craig just said there, they go and get that Lewandowski.
No, if they get Erling Haaland.
Yeah, they could use players in exchange. Hudson-Odoi might want to make the move, or Hakim Ziyech, who's not really set the Premier League alight. So there's enough players they can use. But I think if they get Haaland, I think they get closer. I don't think they top the Man City. Right. In all honesty, I think they get very, very close, because we're not sure how Erling Haaland's going to come to the Premier League, and I don't think he's just going to batter defences down like he's done in the Bundesliga. Even though I love him, and the contradiction is he's done it at the Champions League. I think he gets them really close.
I don't think Lewandowski. I'm not suggesting Lewandowski. But there was some reports that Chelsea were sniffing at anybody of that calibre. I don't think Lewandowski's worth pursuing.
Too old.
For that reason, Chelsea have gone down a route recently with younger players. From the new goalkeeper to Reece James. I know Reece James is already there. Yeah. But all these younger guys that they brought in and they were bringing through, mixed to some experience. But if you're going to go all out for somebody, it has to be Haaland, in my opinion.
What's all out for Lewandowski, though? I mean, he's given his age, he's got 2 years left on his Bayern contract. The question then becomes, how much? If you are talking for 2 years or 3 years, absolutely. If we're talking strikers and goals, there is nobody really in that class outside of Harry Kane and Erling Haaland. So then, even at his age, he is the third best option on the market. And it all just comes down to money.
Thanks Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.